Hello everybody, welcome back to PadfootTD Games. My name is Zach, I am the voice behind the icon. We're back here in American Truck Sim, going from Manchester, New Hampshire down to Pensacola, Florida. This is part 2. We are here in our Kenworth 900 Big Bob edition, I should say. Ugh, words are hard today. We are pulling behind us our SK modified car that we're going to be doing a time trial down at Five Flag Speedway, which is down in Pensacola. We are in the middle of nowhere right now, actually. We're here. I misspoke with this state last time, as it is not South Carolina. I made that mistake last time. We're right outside Norfolk. We're about to pass into North Carolina. I made a huge mistake with that video. I apologize, and thank you for everybody who caught it. I know a map, I promise. Let's hop back in the cab. Let's get out of here. Ella's right by my side. She's actually now moved right by my side. And, you know, it's funny. We're going to stop really quick. The more I think about it, the more she kind of does look like Rex a lot in, you know, the Rex that's in the game. Semi sitting on the seat. Very black, very tan. So, if you want to be able to see her, we do finally have an Instagram. I've never been one for social media, but a lot of people have requested to be able to see the dog, so I said fine. Let's actually put on the flashers. We're quite big here. Do we have enough to swing around now? Yeah, that should be fine. Turn off those flashers. Kick it hard. Let's get back out on the highway. We still have, when I looked, about 17 hours in game to go, which I'm not exactly sure how long a video that's going to be. It's usually an hour for every 10 hours in the game, but it's been a little weird recently where it's not been that consistent. So we're going to see. We're going to see how far we get. I got a timer going. Let's see how long our guy can stay awake. Let's floor it down the road. Let's get through these gears. Yet again, I do not have a shifter yet. I hope to eventually get a shifter and with a trucker knob on top so that I have the ability to shift through these gears, because we would not be going 57 right now. We'd probably still be going 30. Especially having to teach myself an 18 speed shift. That'd be a good time. All right, almost up to 70 here. Flip on that cruise control. Sit back and off we go. And ladies and gentlemen, all living beings, we're in North Carolina. So what happened in that video, what I was joking about was, I said that Norfolk was in South Carolina. I don't know why. I have no idea. I was counting it as Myrtle Beach, and it wasn't even the right state. I was so embarrassed once I figured out what happened. I was like, I was so used to going out to Norfolk for some of the tracks that are out there. I wasn't even thinking about it. That's my mistake. Won't happen again. But we're cruising down the 95 at 70 miles an hour. Like I said, going down to Pensacola. We're going to unload the SK Modified there. We got 30 minutes to try putting out our time. Right now, we do have the points lead. In case you hadn't watched the other video, we have the points lead in the time trial series, which is more from our consistency, but we have a handful of wins. It's the only series that I say that I'm good at. Which is funny because I look forward to racing it once AI is out, but watch, I'll be horrible when I have to race against other things. Sorry about that lapse of judgment there, driving and audio-wise. Beast is whining at something which made Ella get up. She got tangled in the cables and had to try fixing that. So, sorry for that bad portion of driving. That is 100% my mistake. Happens when you got 3 dogs in a house and they get bored and restless. But we have cameras in our house to let us know what they're doing throughout the day. When we're not here, obviously Ella's always with me, so the other two, when we're not home, they just sleep the whole entire time. But if I'm home and in my office trying to record a video, let's make the most noise possible. Which is why upstairs, which is where our bedroom and our offices are, We do not let them have toys upstairs. Not just for this, but it's like, okay, if you're up here, it's rest time, which has worked quite well for trying to record videos. In the last video, we're talking about upcoming movies. I'm trying to figure out what else. There's a whole bunch that are coming out that I'm so excited about. I can't even remember any of them. One is definitely Incredibles. I think I had seen the movie in theaters when I was younger, and I liked it. But we had not actually bought it on DVD, even though it was like that favorite movie that you never. It's the favorite movie you never watch. Oh hey, I think. Kyle Busch's Xfinity card just went by, the NOS, the trailer on the other side, going northbound. It's random, though. Those pop up in the game randomly every once in a while. We've seen 3 in this video, so that's pretty neat. But very excited about the Incredibles sequel. We have waited so long. It looks like they've done it justice. Reminds me of kind of like waiting for the next Monster Inc. when Monster University came out. Now, I'm wondering if it's going to be the same effect. I love Monsters Inc. I still do. Growing up with it. And when Monsters University came out, I was actually disappointed. And I don't know why. I was so disappointed that it didn't feel right. You know, I waited this long for this. I wanted a sequel. Instead, yeah, whine. But, you know, as I was going through college, the more that I'd watch it and enjoy it. So I was like, you know, this has actually become one of my favorite things to watch. And now it's become one of my better movies. So I'm wondering if that's how Incredibles 2, even though it's a sequel instead of a prequel, if it's going to have the same effect. You can hear Beast stomping around and whining. I believe the mailman is here, and he is very protective of our home. Granted, you come inside, he's the first one to roll over and say, hey, this is where the shiny stuff is. But what are you going to do? He's a good dog. That's all that matters. There are no bad dogs, just bad owners, except Chihuahuas. I like Chihuahuas, actually. Me personally, I don't think I could ever own one. Our dogs, you know, since Ella was trained to always be by my side and Beast grew up with service dogs, it's a habit for them to get underneath my feet because they're so close to me. If that happened with a Chihuahua, it just would be squished. And that's just not a fun thought at all. Let's see. We're going to be able to beat him up this hill. I know. A lot to push the truck through. Come on, you. You got it. Come on. All right, let's definitely hop over. Let's see if anybody's over here, but yeah, he's out. Let's hop over to this lane. It's interesting. I've actually only driven down as far as Florida in here once. I don't even know what speedway I was going to. Might have actually been going to Atlanta. I actually think it was when I was trying to go discover, and I was just, you know, dicking around and just driving around. So that's probably what had happened. So I'm excited about this. Now, full disclaimer to this video that might make the video a little bit longer. Last time I was driving down here, right after Atlanta, an invisible wall came out of nowhere. Like it was like a divider. Like you can't go here. And I crashed into it. I can't remember if it totaled the truck or if it didn't crash the truck. It was one of the two. It was like an extreme or not. And I've had this issue before randomly on the map. They'll just pop up. So, disclaimer in this video. The truck might come to a sudden halt, completely destroying everything. We're going to semi-ignore it, pick up where we left off, and make a GPS route around. So I'm giving you a heads up that that might happen. Yet again, a beautiful day for driving here in-game, as well as beautiful outside. It's a beautiful day outside, so I'm hoping to get all these videos done and do some lawn work. I'm going to fix the lawnmower, get a new timing belt to put on it. The grass is getting mighty high here in New England, and it's supposed to rain this weekend, so it's out trying to do lawn work then. I know coming to you is another LSPDFR. If it hasn't come out already, there will be a handful of those because I really like that. Plenty of American Truck Sim, plenty of iRacing. That's where the bread and butter is going to kind of be for this channel because it's what I like to do most and it takes up a lot of my time. But I'm hoping to film the first X-Plane soon. We'll stream it live here on Twitch, and then I'll probably edit it here and there so you're not just sitting through that the whole flight. I'm no expert. I used to play Flight Simulator X. That was before I had a joystick or anything. I have a joystick now and a throttle. Welcome to South Carolina. Nice sign. But I hope to do that soon. It's not going to be pretty. I guarantee it. I got the setting up the FMC. I've got running it, flying it. You know, landing is still a work in progress. We might do a couple small flights before then, just to see how that goes. Heck, I might try filming some today if I get a chance. For anybody who might be living in a town that really likes to, go out for parades and stuff, I hope everybody has a Memorial Day parade. I know a lot more places are getting less and less of that, and it's turning more into just 4th of July. But if you do happen to have a Memorial Day parade like my hometown of Hinsdale, I hope you enjoy it. You know, parades are dying out. If you happen to have kids and you're watching this, bring them to this. You know, I remember when I was a kid, I'm only 25. I need to stress that. I'm only 25 years old, turning 26 this year. I remember being a kid and a parade would take an hour or two. Now when we go to parades, it's about a half an hour. There's a lot less community involvement. So I highly recommend, if you're a parent, bring your kids to a parade. But back to American Truck Sim. Really excited for the map expansions that are going to be coming out. Like I said, I am using a mod right now for the Coast to Coast, which is why we're going from Manchester, New Hampshire, down to Pensacola, Florida. But, knowing Oregon's on the way, knowing Washington State's on the way, I'm going to have to do a lot of reconfiguring to get it to work right and have our trucks in it. But I'm hoping sometime over the summer, or at least when those states come out, we will be able to transfer over. This guy's going really slow. Oh, it's because of traffic in front of him. That's fine. That's fine. A little late making that turn. Sorry for everybody else. I do try to keep a level of realism with these videos because I think that's what's important about simulators. That's the point, is to give you a feel. The problem is it's still a game. This is such a winding highway. It'd be much straighter or much more sweeping curves than it actually is. I'm actually going to be quiet for a bit. Let's actually just enjoy the drive. If I feel like I got something to say, I'll pop back in on the audio. All right, back with the audio. Sorry about that. Just wanted to take a break, get a little bite of food, take a little drink, text the missus who happens to be on break right now. So we are back with audio. Let me just double check. Yeah, we're back with audio. You never know. The soundboard's behind me. So you click it on, you hope. But as we continue our route down, we got some long open highway. Like I said, I wish there was a little bit more detailing some of these places, but you can't complain when you're able to go from coast to coast. So I will take the long highway drives in between any day. We are somewhere in South Carolina right now. That much I know. The rest is just some big open highway. I know this is a larger portion as we head over to the more western side, I believe, of Georgia. And then we'll pop into Florida. Pretty much as soon as Florida, we're going to head westbound and start heading towards Pensacola. For those of you who may be just joining, this is the load that we have with us today. Featherlite trailer with our iRacing skin on the side for our SK Modified Series. Sponsor in tow. I've actually had people ask me why it says Starline Racing on the side. It's just what I decided to call my racing team. I've been doing it for a long time, since the NASCAR games used to ask you, what do you want your racing team to be called? That's why. And also, it's interesting. The story behind that comes from back when I used to play Ship Simulator, which I'm actually thinking about putting on this channel. Yet again, another little thing that I like to play that I think I want to get back into. Not sure if I can really stream it. I'm going to see if I can put it onto the new computer and see how well it handles an older game. But speed limit going to change? Okay, usually when the pavement changes, it changes that. But beautiful road. Beautiful trees. This is nice. This is nice. But, oh yes, when I used to have that, hold on, we're crossing to another state. This is important. Remember to breathe. Georgia. I always love Georgia's sign. I always love the way they have us enter as well. It's very nice. So, yeah, so we started with playing Ship Simulator and, you know, keeping in the world of roleplay. I used to drive a cruise ship in the game called the Ocean Star. Along with that, I then would call instantly the cruise line Starline. Makes sense, right? I was also, still am, a very big fan of Paul Stanley from Kiss, as a person and as a musician. And of course, for those of you who know Kiss, he is the member who has a star over his right eye. So instantly, being a fan of him and him being my rock idol, Starline felt more and more right. So it's actually stuck with me now from there to my iRacing series. So it's Starline Racing. And Beast is up again, making all kinds of noise. What are you doing looking down the stairs? Hey, Beast, no. He just tore down the gate. All right. Well, I'm going to deal with that. And we're going to have to pause it here. But I'm going to deal with that, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back. Sorry about that. We're at the top of the stairs, and I can see the stairwell from where I sit. Beast decided he wanted to be adventurous, take down the gate, and go downstairs, which is fine. I can usually trust them downstairs, but if they're downstairs, they're more apt to bark or get into anything, and that's not the best to hear in a video. They get to go outside and play right after this, so you can survive just a little bit longer, Mr. Man. It's one of our many nicknames for him. And when he's bad, my wife posts it on Instagram, and it's hashtag Beast is a butt. Man, whoever took the time to texture Georgia did a very, very good job. This looks so pretty. It's so nice to look at. I just looked at the map. We have about 9 hours of travel time left, and we have 7.5 to be able to drive. So I think we are going to have to sleep one more time. I do believe we'll just make this a longer episode and get it all in instead of turning it into 3 parts. I really don't want to change it into 3 parts. Takes up another day where you guys can be getting content, and that's not fair. Excuse me, sorry. Said I'm trying to get better about coughing on camera. Problem is I'm not used to talking so much. I talk all day in my classes, but not discontinuously. I'm a hands-on teacher, not a talking teacher, not lecture-based. Let's see, it's relatively straight here. Can we get any really good shots here? Can't be that far away from the truck. Come on. Looks so nice, especially with those enhanced graphics that are in here. Now that they're set at ultra, everything just looks so much better. So very, very excited and happy about that. Coming up on 4 p.m. here in the sim. Like I said, it's a beautiful day for driving. On day number 2 of this trip, looks like it's going to have to turn into 3, but that's okay. Just getting it from New Hampshire all the way down to Florida. Like I said, though, earlier, it's going to be nice to be able to see Florida. We usually do a trip there every year with some sort of cruise attached, but this year we're holding off because we're trying to go to Alaska next year, which is so much more expensive. So it's actually going to be nice just to be able to drive down there. You know, the person who did the detailing, it looks enough like Florida where it at least can get me into the mood. And that's what matters, you know, of being envious of those who live there. It's interesting. The missus and myself actually almost lived in Florida. Beast, stop running into that. That's Ella smashing against the microphone. And now Beast is laying on the microphone. I guess the microphone, and there we are again. The microphone stand is the place to be, in case you didn't know. But the missus and I actually almost lived in Florida. I can't tell if this road is going to turn into 2-laners or not, so I keep on putting on the blinker instinctively. But we almost lived in Florida. We both not our. Oh, am I going to have to go into the way station? Oh, I might have to. You know what? Let's pop off just in case. Slow down a bit. Let's see if our beeper goes off. Yep. Damn. It's actually the first time we've actually done a way station in quite some time. Let's pull on in here. Ooh, speed limit's 30. Brakes. All right, pulling up to the scales now. We are loaded, obviously. Grab all of our paperwork here in a second. All right, let's just grab our paperwork really quick. Let's actually pull up trailer brakes so we don't accidentally roll around. Grab our paper. Head off to them. Hey, how you guys doing today? Yep. Carrying race cars on down. Hey, don't be honking at me. It's my turn on the scale. I get to talk for now, okay? Let's get our weight. All right, we are 45,679 pounds. Do I think that's accurate? Probably not. All right, everything checks out? Perfect. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a great day, okay? You know, it's better than being overweight and being stuck here. Make sure no unloaded are flying through. Let's get ready to get out onto the highway here. Continue on our journey. Hopefully we don't have many more of those. They just slow down your momentum, you know? All right, nobody's coming. Good. Not to have that much of a run on right after a truck stop, that's just such a bad idea. Now we've got to take the time. 30, 35. 40, especially if we had a shifter, if we were doing this realistically. Man, it'd just take forever. All right, I think our next exit's in Jacksonville before we head westward. Start heading towards Pensacola. Hopefully there's some truck stops along the way. Make sure that we don't fall asleep behind the wheel. I've had people ask me if I was going to turn off the simulation of, getting drowsy and getting sleepy. No. As that realism, so you're not just making a straight shot across the country. Besides, it helps change it from day to night, time to time, or night to day. I like the road markings that were back there. That was nice on the ground. All right, nobody coming. Should probably tilt those mirrors out a little bit more. Now I'm thinking about it. We'll do it eventually. But we are in Florida, everybody, which means signs galore, because we're still near Orlando. We should probably see less as we head out more westward. Nice Freightliner sign up there. That's nice. My favorite one to see is actually there's one for Harry Potter World at Universal, and there's one for Universal in here. Still very big fans of both those systems, so happy to see those signs every once in a while. Like I was saying before that truck stop, the missus and I almost lived in Florida. When we graduated in 2016, our plan was to work up here for a year, get the money it would take to move down, because we had dreams of being technicians, theatrical technicians, at Disney World. That'd be for her, and Universal Studios for me. I'm a very big fan of Universal Studios. Love Disney to the day I die, but if I'm going to pick somewhere to work, it's definitely Universal. So we almost lived there. We ended up moving. We were planning on moving down there. We were going to live in our camping trailer that we have to save a lot of money. And I ended up getting the job at the school that I work at. By dumb luck, by 100% luck, I got this job. It was an interim position, so I had a chance to prove myself and hopefully be able to return. And lo and behold, here we are getting ready for year 3 here in August. And I wouldn't want it any other way. So it does kind of shoot down some dreams, but this is a lot more practical. And certain things that have happened in our life via our wedding, as well as, thank you for the early warning, as well as Belle, my last service dog, passing away very unexpectedly. That Prius, it's a Prius, again, that's always our problem. Yes, I was going a little fast going into that construction zone, but you do not pull out in front of a big rig. Okay, well, I'm awake now. Man, that could have been really bad, really fast, and that would have delayed us even longer. I'm trying to get there. But yeah, wouldn't change it any other way. With the job I have now, there's a lot of perks, as well as I am 10 minutes away from the town that I grew up in, which means my folks are only 10 minutes away, so we always get to see them. You know, the missus, half of her family is in... That's not on there, right? Those road markings were just like off in the woods. That was funny. But the missus, half of her family is in Connecticut, half of her family is in Vermont. So it's a good mixture of, we're kind of in the middle for everybody. We are now westbound in Florida, getting our way to Pensacola. We have 5 hours before we have to rest. How much longer? And, well, actually, we might be able to just make it. If we can keep at these speeds, we might be able to pull in just as we're getting ready to sleep. So let's hope nothing slows us down. No more way stations, no accidents, and we'll be able to get there in this sleep cycle, which would be great. I'll say it now so I don't have to say it later. I do appreciate you all coming out. I will obviously say that at the end, I always do. Coming out, either watching on Twitch, which I appreciate, or watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, the archives and a whole bunch of other games will be put out to PadfootTD Space Games. Oh, another trailer. Cool. That one was Junior's nationwide one. So that is PadfootTD game, Space Games on YouTube. For those of you watching on YouTube, I also stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/PadfootTD. As well, if you want to see a cute German Shepherd puppy, Instagram at PadfootTD Games. And again, I'm just doing this as a hobby. I would love to have a good amount of followers, just to be able to share with the world with you, but I'm not looking to make money off this. I'm just doing it for fun. This is stuff that I'm already doing, stuff I'm already having fun with. I want to make sure that I bring you guys along with me too. When I was first getting into American Truck Sim and iRacing, it was the videos kind of like this that inspired me to actually get it. And I hope I can do that for some people. They are great outlets. I know that there's other companies out there besides iRacing, but iRacing seems to have it down right now. I know they got all these like weird little side series that they keep popping in. You know, they're partnering with NASCAR, etc. But if you want a good home track experience, since NASCAR games don't start you in the modifieds anymore, that's definitely my suggestion. And here is that asshole that cut us off earlier. I 100% have road rage, but, you know, I didn't look, but they might have had kids in the car. You had kids in the car. You got hit by this going at that speed. Granted, I should have been going a little bit slower. Okay? I understand that. But to blatantly cut off an 18-wheeler, that means that's how they drive normally. And could have been taken out very easily. So just kind of get that point across to knock it off. Don't do that. 6:52. The sun is going down. We have been driving since about noon on this day of our travel. Like I said, it's day 2. Took us 2 days to get from New Hampshire down to Florida. Whether that's realistic, I have absolutely no idea. I have no idea how long it would take. I know if you're taking it by car, you can do it in 24 hours if you don't stop. You know, if you have 2 drivers and you just keep going. But it's a big rig with speed, especially going through like New York and places like that. And the allotted time that you have to drive, I have no idea how long it would take you to get down there. I can't even see what name of the town that is. It's Tal something. And it disappeared. Okay. Well, Tal something is coming up. I can't read it off this sign because I got a sun glare. Well, we're heading towards New Orleans. That's a plus. Pensacola is at the west, very west end of Florida, just in case those of you who don't know. It's not on the peninsula portion. It's on the mainland portion. Nice little suburb over there. Looks good. Yet again, knowing that this is just community-based, that people are doing this for fun, no money, to build these mods and extensions, whatever, it's awesome. I love to see that in the community. Yep. Okay, so what I just realized, I was thinking about, I've made custom skins and stuff for trailers and trucks, except for this one, because I don't want to mod this because it's pretty as it is. It's like, what's missing? My icon. My icon that I use for PadfootTD. I use that for my website, for my theatrical designing that I do. That's my profession. That's what I do. As well as, obviously, I'm using it for YouTube as well and Twitch. The icon needs to be plastered somewhere on these. So come next year, we won't do anything for this year, but come next year, 2019, the race season, expect to see new skins on the trailers. And expect to also see... Sorry, I promise I'm trying to stop coughing. I really am. You will see the icon somewhere on board as well. I had a friend in college who was gracious enough to make this for me, and I paid her for it. I paid her, I think, $100 for it. And it's got a lot more use than I thought it would. Okay, I thought there was another car. Ooh. It's a bad accident. Only one car still here. I wonder if they just, like, hit the guardrail or what. That's a bad accident, though. Hope everybody's okay. Seeing as the road's not completely closed off, we can assume that they're alive. There's no ambulance on scene, so I'm hoping that they've already gotten them. They're just doing the cleanup work. Telling you, car crashes are scary, man. For anybody who's been in one, thank your stars every day. Especially something that bad. Knock on wood, I have not been in one that bad. And I hope never to be. I know accidents are accidents, but it's just a scary thought. And cruise. Another game that I'm thinking about bringing to the channel, because I saw it and it just looks like something that I would want to play, is the new farming simulator. I think it's 2017. I think that's the one that's out, because you can do logging in it, and that interests me. That has piqued my curiosity. Of course, driving 3 trucks around right now, trying to get the videos with a busy school year coming to an end. Even as being the teacher, we're still super busy. So maybe, might be something in the future. Of course, we're driving right now into the sun. It is bright. Somebody told me that not a mod, maybe a setting that you can flip on sunglasses, make everything a little bit darker. I just haven't even thought of it. Because right now, that sun's bright. Oh, here's the Universal, one of the Universal. Nope, Pepsi. Darn, got my hopes up. Misleading billboards. They all look the same from a distance, so. But hey, that's good product placement. I'm a Coke kind of guy, hence why Coke Zero is on the side of the trailer. But I could definitely go for a Pepsi right now. You can choose one or the other if that's your favorite, but every once in a while you might want another one. Trucker stop over there. Bummer, wonder if he missed a scale. Reckless driving. I don't know. Better him than us, that's what I say. We're just so close to our destination. Just been cruising. Road's over here, dummy. I'm just trying to be outside the truck to get some really neat shots, and it's kicking our butt. Of course, we're going to deliver in the nighttime. It's always nicer to deliver in the daytime, but what you going to do? We have 2 hours left. Okay. All right, that's actually really awesome. How much longer do we need to sleep? 2 hours and 11 minutes. All right, we have done it. We have actually been able to beat the clock for our driving time to get this delivery in just 2 days. I could have done it without all of you. Keeping me company. It's a long drive. Granted, if I could have the radio on, I would, 100%. I'm not a fan of earbuds. I have to wear hearing aids all the time because of my partial deafness. So earbuds do not fit. There's another hauler. Cool. Do not go well with my ears. I already have something that's already crammed in it all the time. So when they're out, I really don't want to cram something back in. But it is a possibility to put in some earbuds and just have something playing in the background. I actually like the radio that comes with the game. Actually, believe it or not, it's actually really neat. It's a neat feature to have. Sun's going down, everything looks pretty. And blue-pink sky. And you have a drop of rain all the way down, so it was extra nice. As well, I'll say this later, but for anybody who's made it this long in the video, thank you, first off. I know it's a long one. We're at like 42 minutes or something like that. But I thank you. I thank you for getting this far. But I'm curious, what do you want to see? You know, I play the games that I want to play. You know, I'm not here to appease the crowd, but if somebody's making the effort to come out and watch the videos, then you have all right to have some input. Ooh, I just hit that tree. Be pushed off the road a little bit more. Heartland Express, nice graphic on the side of that trailer. Looks fantastic. Nice American flag, too. But yeah, I'm always up for suggestions of different games that might be fun. Definitely keep towards the simulator game. If we can ever get enough followers here or on YouTube to be able to have bits or points or whatever they are now. I would love to open that up, not to make money off of it. I know you're getting tired, I get it. Not for me to make money off of it, but to pay for games that you guys want to see. Games have gotten quite expensive, at least good games have gotten quite expensive. And I just don't have the money to give like $20 a week for a new game or so. So if we're able to open up the bit system, and even if I get enough money off of the bits just to do one new game a month to bring you guys videos, I would. That's exactly where the money would go. But regardless, we can see on our GPS that our destination's coming up. This has been a very long ride, been a very tiring ride. I'm actually physically tired from doing this one. And we still got some time trials and stuff to film today, so sorry. Working on it, promise. But we're flying down the road here, getting into Pensacola, gonna drop off our car and run that time trial and do good. We have the points lead right now and we don't want to lose it. All right, let's flip off our cruise control. Pensacola has been discovered. And that exit's going to come up a lot faster than I anticipated. Thank you for being farther back than I thought. And as soon as I said, hey, it showed up on our destination, I should have slipped over. That is my mistake. A train going overhead. I can kind of see it. All right, anybody coming? Anybody coming? Extra large truck and trailer coming through. Small back roads trying to get this modified to the track. Almost close to kissing the guardrail, just to make sure we don't cross that WL line. Never know when the game's going to spawn somebody in. I'm going to get stuck at this red light too. Darn. Not sure if it's right turn on red here, so instead of risking it, we will sit here. Sorry, I'm coughing so much I don't have anything to drink in my office right now. Yet again, shame on me. I've been doing this for 3 weeks. I should know that I need a drink. I know. Oh, great. There's a bus now in the way. Alright, let's keep it right up against the bus. I'm going to drag in the dirt a little bit. Just don't want to hit that pole. Barely missed the pole. Just got off the curb. Okay. Whoo-wee! It is tight to get through there. Let's move all the cables around again. Good. They're in the good position now, kiddo? Yeah? Okay, I just want to make sure you're comfortable. It's not really her fault. I should get a dog bed in here for her. She is trained to be next to me, and she's just doing her job. Oh, she keeps trying to get closer and closer, so she'll keep putting herself further and further underneath my desk here. Alrighty, let's get into this turn lane. A beautiful, nice main strip here. I know I've said it 100 times. I'm going to say it 100 more. One, the updated graphics on here look fantastic, as well as just the light array for this trailer in general. You know, I'm going to let you guys go. Go, 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 and then I want to use all that space. I know it's yellow. I'm still going. Special treatment. All right, what are we pulling into? Oh, it's a Walmart. It's a Walmart warehouse. Fine by me. All right. Our icon's way up here. Let's turn on our flashers since we're going to be moving around a yard. Enter on our button box here. All right. We will not be doing this one. I don't have the time to try getting the trailer in there. But we will be parked over yonder. This kind of place is always hard to get into because you don't want to like crash into the curb that's right here. Let's get rid of that screen. You also gotta watch out for hitting the security booth, hitting the other trailers, but making sure you're still getting to your spot. So, and of course we're tired, so that in effect as well adds for a great time trying to park. All right, back in the cab. We can do the rest in here. I know that's very unrealistic for where I keep on saying we got to do realism. We got to do realism. Well, I also want to make sure we get into the spot. So, all right. Let's put down our trailer brake. Let's deattach our trailer just like that. It's gonna jump into the screen before I can get around. Yep, there we go. So, satisfactory. I know. You said that we got damage when we first left, when we hit nothing. We all went over this in the first part of this video. We didn't hit anything. Nothing hit us. It was bad. So, we traveled the distance 1,496 miles. It took us 33 hours, like flat. That's awesome. Fuel consumed at 216.7 gallons. That's some awesome fuel mileage, if you ask me. And obviously we got a ridiculous amount of pay for a ridiculous amount of points for our level. Yet again, modded account. I want you all to understand that. But popping back out, pop back. All right, so that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all on Twitch for sitting with me, keeping me company, and thank you all for watching on YouTube as well. A follow or subscribe, depending on where you are, does help out the channel just because I'm trying to get word out. I want to bring some people in. Let's have good chat. That's really all that I want this to be, is just for us to chat. So I thank you guys for coming out to see this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.